there they are. Gods be damned! I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out of the hall's windows out onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. Wonder who that could be. One banner I know well. Wagner. Next for Varl Kingship. Wait, next for Varl Kingship? Oh, okay. Last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guest. See what I deal with all day? Things makes a little more sense. You hoped I'd have staked in saying everything's fine here when the royal guest arrived. Sneaky, sneaky. Not me. The governor. Tattletale. I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come. Can I ask for one more favor? Ask one more favor. What is it? You happen to stall our guests down at the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spare of silver. Spar of silver? For the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. An apologetic shrug? I'm sorry? Is that what he means? I don't know. Oh, that's a lot of boats. Can I see the level ups to my dudes, or I can't remember if you can this way. That's options. That will not help me. Guess let's go down to the docks. Wagner. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old. And if there is Wagner, there must be Håkon. Hakon? I'm gonna say Hakon. Must there. Well, don't look so smug, Hakon. I don't know Hakon. I'm gonna call you Hakon. Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yaks. Yaks? Why not ox? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorunder demands it. I'll take that over a lingering to death. Oh, I guess for him. Being old, just lingering around. Lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Yes, that's true. Just returned from Arborang? In fact, and glad for it. Hakan motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, gold wolf head emblazoned on red. The king of men or someone on his behalf. Oh, that's cool. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know Scrivener? I don't know. I am really sorry for all the mispronunciations, probably. I don't know. We visit this capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's miserable waste of time. Well, aren't you a ray of sunshine, Hakon? Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim. I had the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day in better circumstances. I drank a week away, but... let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mauger? Where's Mager Hakan? Hakon. I keep wanting to call him Hakan, but I'm gonna call him Hakon. Have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in this wake. You recognize a few others and strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mager. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young Prince of Man ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the leg from a spider's. Ugh. A long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years. Oh, more interesting than most years. You think? Well, this is fun. This is gonna be crazy. I mean, I've gotten a little distance in this game, but you know. Let's see. Wearing is suddenly settled in, and you chuckle to yourself about an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince spoke highly of. Let's check out this snooty little prince, shall we? Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanketing the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Luden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Luden. Yes, you're with Wagner. I don't remember you. Okay, cool. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Luden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? Why? I might start using that kind of a voice. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. Really? What do you want? Just to introduce myself. You collect taxes for the Varl territories. A true pleasure. Yes. An awkwardness hangs in the air like a thick fog. You take the opportunity to depart. Well, that was fun-ish. Okay, Scrivener. You find Hakon in the mead house surrounded by other Varls. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon. Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. Oh, you butthurt, Hakon. I think he's butthurt. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of blood. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess I only lived as long as a Yawk's fart. Oh, fine! I might be desperate to make something of myself, too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War and regularly since then. Sorry. Down here I'm glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the mead house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. At dawn, you awoke by delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell when the sun that never moves. Yeah, I forgot about that. Governor's crest adorns the supply leathers. All there just as promised. To your milled supply. Got tongue-tied. That will happen frequently if I do these things. To your mild surprise. I keep wanting to say mild instead of mild surprise. Or is it mild? I'm now second guessing myself. Well, let's move on. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Luden and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Moger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwielding outrage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you are ready to depart. Already. You follow Moger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. Well, that sucks. Ooh. Getting to move on from there. Oh, my supplies! Moral declined. Why? I didn't do anything. Maybe that's why. I don't know. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moger, cracking open mead casks. From your gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with a raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout the camp. Toast to Wagner! You raise your drink, toasting the alliance between man and Varl. The others join in. Luden's expression is like a stone wall, but the others laugh at your exaggerations. Eventually, you sit down beside Wagner. Thanks for the speech, slurs Wagner. Oh, thanks for the speech. I guess, slurs Wagner. Cool, so he's already getting drunk. Looks like you didn't have to miss out after all. Thanks to Moger, I thought the damned governor would never shut up. Did he give you the history of his entire family? He tried. Then he asked me to clean up his mess for your benefit, turns out. I'd given the job to you too. Gods, there's no joy in politics. No, there is not. No, there isn't. Speaking of, what happens after the business with Luden? Hopefully the boy goes back to Aberang, still hard to pronounce, on his own, and I can take out some frustration on Dredge or something. Starting to sound like Hakon. You don't like the life of a diplomat? Ah! Don't you miss the fight, Ubin? You down your mead instead of replying. Wagner slouches and shakes his head. There's no great joy in killing Dredge. But this? Pretty sure this nonsense is some scheme between the two kings to force some kind of lineage. Used to be warriors would follow you for what you've done. Listen, isn't that why they follow you now? Is it? Or is it because I'm the next in line? These lines are getting muddy, old Varl. They've always been muddy, Wagner. Wagner stares into the campfire, lost in thought. You leave him to it. You rise groggily. The campsite is casualty of merriment. That you rise groggily, the campsite as a casualty of merriment. That's funny. I read that very choppy the first time. Mogger's already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludin stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up, you. Better wake up. You nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludin. Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Huh. We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. I'm making him sound really whiny because he just looks annoying to me. I don't know why. He may not look annoying to some people, but to me, he looks annoying. I mean, I could look annoying. It's the map and okay, cool. Where is... Oh, there's Grofheim. Can I get out of the map? Oh, there it is. I didn't see that X. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim is far from Strand, going to be a long march. Should have drank last night, Ludin. Why not take the ships to Skrimmerstead? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skrimmerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge prints. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Do you? Do you? Does he? Ludin exhales through the nose. A poor disguise for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Wagner. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few more days with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop off to. Ouch! Ludin's got a shorter wick than Hakon. Thanks, Wagner. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedverfell, if we're lucky. These names, I think they're supposed to be similar to like Norse and maybe Celtic mythology. Maybe even some Germanian, I don't know. Camp is where you manage your caravan. Okay, this is something I don't need to really read out loud. Cool. Let's see. Oh, you can buy the soundtrack. How cool. Click here. Click the hero's tent. Oh, cool. So you can select the people that may have leveled up. Oh, cool. You can see his abilities. Heavy impact. Oh, wait, actually. Yes. Points available, 0. Wait. Promote. Continue. Yeah, he's got 2 points. Alright. What should we spend them on? Probably some armor break. What's this? It's not telling me what it is. Strength. Fielding. You know what? We're going to add one of those because clearly he has 0 of it. I need to find like a... I guess I didn't get those other guys either. Fuel. You know, I kind of want to see if there's something... Where's the... Stats... That's not what I wanted. Alright, well... Anyway, thank you all for watching. I think I'm going to cut it here for now. And I may wait to make another video of this until I hear from you guys to see if I should keep doing this, because the story does get very interesting if I don't botch speaking or all the enunciations or pronunciations, whatever. Yeah, if I don't screw all that up. This is a really good story. Gameplay's fun, but you guys would be mostly watching for just the story itself, because it's a good one. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it here. Slay that like button and subscribe as well. Yeah, see you guys in the next video, hopefully.